I'm a filmmaker. I've produced and directed a number of feature-length independent films. It's a very fulfilling job. I also love to fish. So one day I had this idea, can I marry my love for fishing with my love for filmmaking? So I started the show called Lunkerville, where I fish with just the average everyday angler, and they're the expert. And I think of each episode as its own individual documentary film. I love that.
This is probably the last place you'd expect to find a fishing hole full of largemouth bass. But believe it, the lake in New York City's Central Park is a primo spot for bass fishing. And it was a trip there one day that hooked a filmmaker and spawned a new kind of weekly fishing show called Lunkerville. It'll premiere next month here on Mountain Lake PBS. And Mike D'Avila is with us now. You are the co-producer and also the host of Lunkerville.
Thanks for having me, Tom. Yes, I am.
Wonderful to have you here. Tell us about this new show that folks are going to see here on Mountain Lake PBS.
Well, Lunkerville is not like every other fishing show. It's a little different. We feature everyday anglers, unlike the most popular, fishing shows that you watch. I'm the host, but I'm not the expert. And I go around the country and Canada, and I find everyday average anglers who love to fish.
Meet Ronnie, the jig head.
It's Stacy Z, the Lunker Girl, professional bass angler.
Today we're fishing with Noah Lynch, also known as Raw Thumbs.
We're here today with Frank M. The M's for MacGyver. This is a guy who likes to make his own baits and build stuff and can always get out of a bind. We got the ultralight, we got the little jigs. We have Fisher Mom here.
Today we're fishing with bass fishing legend Louis Eccles.
So how did a filmmaker end up producing a fishing show?
I guess in the late 90s I discovered or rediscovered bass fishing. It's something I did as a child, loved it. And just something in my head was like, I just want to connect with the outdoors again. I miss it. So I went up to Central Park with a cameraman and we just started shooting. Here we go. We're on. Oh, he's hung up though. He's big. Oh yeah. Here. Oh, he's a nice one. Yeah. Oh, he's a monster. Oh my God. Holy crap. That's the biggest fish I've ever seen here. Oh my God. Whoa. Lunkerville. I actually keep a picture of her in my wallet. I call her Betty because she's, one of the loves of my life here. And
a memorable catch.
Yeah. And the joy that I felt that day was incredible. But I knew I had to take it a step further, though. Like, I didn't want to be the host expert.
The animal kingdom is an unforgiving arena where the sole determining factor of a species' continued survival is its physical characteristics. Those creatures whose physical attributes could not measure up became extinct and perished from the earth. Here, along a lonely stretch of highway, is where we first spotted the rare and unusual breed of TV fishing show host, the Mike D'Avila.
Okay, next spot. We're on the hunt.
Whereas most TV fishing show hosts are vetted experts or professionals, the Mike D'Avila, known to audiences and guests of his fishing show Lunkerville only as Mike D,
should wear boots,
is a self-professed fishing enthusiast only. Today, with the help of rare documentary footage and past guests from Lunkerville, we'll try to unravel the mystery of the continued existence of this unique species of fishing show host.
This looks good. The whole concept kind of came together. I would be the enthusiast host, and my guest, who probably never been on TV before would become the expert. So with me fishing the spinnerbait, what's the best way I should fish it? Should I fan it out? Should I go try to fish at a different depth?
Yeah, try and throw it as close to shore as you can, because when you throw it up on shore, you got an open area over there where there's no weeds, and you'll be coming back into the weeds.
Go into detail a little bit about that bait. I notice it's got some weight in there. There's some ball bearings. What's the deal with that bait?
This is a Lucky Craft 100 pointer SP, which means it's a suspending bait. And basically has a weight transfer system in it. These BBs shoot to the back of the bait on the cast to help you get it out further. As soon as you move it, they fall into the belly.
I'm going to start calling you the professor because you're taking me to school here. What am I doing wrong, Rich?
Well, I notice you're not getting enough feel of the bait. You notice when I am working the bait, I keep my finger in contact with the line. The line is actually hooked over my index finger. And most of the hits I feel in the index finger, not through the rod.
Anybody who loves fishing, who has a passion for fishing, has something to teach me and my audience. So really anyone can be on the show, anyone. We have a Facebook page and a discussion group at lunkerville.com. And I encourage viewers to submit pictures and videos and interact with other anglers, put fishing reports there, and that's how we pick guests for the show.
Hey Mike D, Lunkerville, it's Daniel from Spokane, Washington. Just want to say thanks. I learned a lot from your Jighead series with Ronnie, and jigs have been my favorite presentation over the past year, but I've also taken away a couple other aspects from watching your show that have really kind of put me over the top. Keep it up guys, we love watching your show.
There's one. He's sitting right down there on the... Oh, decent one. That's the river to sea right there. There's proof right there.
Pretty nice.
That's a good one.
We have thousands of picture uploads and hundreds of videos, and it's really just fun. I mean, it's so much fun to find these people and then to make these little mini documentaries on them.
This is every bait in the world in a Denny Brower bag. My seat for the boat, my fish finder, my oars, all packed into a Hyundai.
Well, I do have one question. You're a Dodge guy, but you're driving a Hyundai. What's going on, man?
That's because the Dodge blew up with 336,000 on it, and this was cheap. It's good on gas. And now, for the price of gas, who was smarter?
Since before I can remember, my grandfather was a great trout fisherman. I can remember walking the brooks with him. The days when you fished with worms, because nobody used artificial. Every Saturday and Sunday, we were out on the lake. My father had a little 16-foot Luna boat, 10-horse Merc. We went everywhere on that lake in that boat. There's nothing that brings me greater peace than standing out in front of this boat fishing. I mean, what more peaceful, tranquil place can you find to lose yourself and have a good time than right here?
So you travel around the country.
And Canada.
And Canada, all over, looking for these average fishermen to share their story.
Yes, we have a huge following in Canada. We shot a show in Toronto last year, and we'll be shooting a couple in Montreal this year.
I'm a burger aficionado. I really wish we had Sonic burgers up here, or Carl
Those
Jr.'s.
are really good, yeah.
Or Carl Jr.'s.
My God. In-N-Out burger is good.
See, I've never had an In-N-Out.
That's really good. In what?
I've never had an In-N-Out.
Now we know we're in Canada.
Got to get that first fish. This is where things start getting tense. Oh yeah, it's all fun and games, but then the pressure's on. I can hear the cold front.
fish. That's
There
a
we
nice
go.
one, Mike. That's a nice one, Mike. I don't know. Oh, a little jump, Mike.
Yeah,
Oh,
Smalley, it looks like.
Oh, it's pulling hard, Mike.
Sweet.
Sorry. Whoa.
It's tugging.
Oh,
He's
yeah, but
fighting
it's
like
not a big
Smalley.
fish. Oh, Mike. It's
Nice.
I just wanted. Smell? Do they smell any different?
Smells like an American bass.
Oh, I don't know.
And you do primarily bass fishing.
Primarily bass fishing. Bass are the most popular freshwater sport fish in the country. I love them. They're beautiful. We've done some ice fishing shows too, and I'm sure we'll do other.
In fact, one of the ice fishing shows you did was right in Port Henry.
Yes, right outside Port Henry.
Which is, as everyone knows, the ice fishing capital in the wintertime, yeah.
Did a great show out there. What I loved about that show is it shows how fishing could be so much a part of the culture. And when you look at that show, it's not really about the fishing, and we're catching these tiny little smelt. But you see the people and the families all getting together out on the ice, and hundreds of these little wooden shanties, and you know, people playing pranks on each other, teasing each other, you know, drinking some beer, just hanging out. I love it. There's a lot of different techniques when you ice fish, you know. I mean, a lot of guys, they'll use one pole, they'll use two poles, you know, they'll whip that thing around. Some of them just sit there.
For me, it's a 1-2, 1-2. You know, it's not conducting the orchestra or anything like that.
Because you see that, you know.
Yeah.
How do you take those stories and narrow it down into episodes?
Well, that's interesting because every show is a story, because that's the most important thing. The fishing show format is just an avenue to tell the story. Now, I don't like to talk with my guests beforehand too much. We don't make a plan. You know, some get really nervous about being on camera because they've never been on camera before. But I'm like, listen, we'll find everything out tomorrow when we go fishing. It's just two people out fishing, like two buddies. So, and that's the approach I take. It's, you know, often it's just about the fishing and it's about their tips and tactics, but often it's about something else. So we let the story transpire throughout the day.
It is hooked in the mouth.
More often than not, it's a struggle to catch the fish. It seems like most of the episodes, we can't get on fish for a while, and then the guest gets all worried. Yeah. And they're like, oh no, I look like a fool. Nervous, right. I look like a fool, I'm on TV, I can't believe it. But you know what, that guest always figures it out.
Lunkerville.
Nice going, man.
They do, and by the end of the day, we've caught our fish, we have that story arc, we have the drama, we have the glory. We don't discriminate against tournament fishermen and pros either, though. I mean, we do have professionals sometimes on the show. We have people that are aspiring to be professionals, because that's an interesting story, you know, covering these lower level tournaments and bigger tournaments. I mean, we're interested in the whole bass fishing story, but we want to let everyone know that as long as you have a passion, you can be on the show.
You know, they always say to be successful, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just copy successful people. Do what they do. I'm copying you step by step. Let's go. We're going face to face. Oh, I got one. Yeah. Yeah, that's Lunkerville.